Hey everyone, Kim McCarthy with the Pipeline Strategies, and we are going to have our first Secret Shopper Customer UX talk today. It's actually going to be a two-parter. So let me explain. The brand is Mike's Cameras, and let me explain a little bit of the backstory. So as our brand, the Pipeline Strategies, our in-house photographer, he ordered a new lens. He purchased it through his credit card, but it is a corporate purchase. So anyway, he paid for expedited shipping, and we've yet to receive it. It's on back order. We have no idea when it's going to come in. And he has sent multiple emails that have gone unanswered. We have called many times, and they have never been returned. That person's name is Brandon. So Brandon is responsible for online orders, and Brandon's not doing his job. Mike's Cameras, you guys need to know, Brandon's not doing his job. I understand people being busy, but you need to respond to the customer, especially when we paid additional funds to receive it within 3 days. And it's been more than 30. And no communication. So that's the backstory. It gets interesting. So we're both calling, we're both dueling our phones trying to get answers, because Brandon's number just goes straight to voicemail. You can't talk to him at all, even though he says, I'll get back to you within 48 hours or something like that. And he doesn't. So we have zero answers. They have our money, and we have no product. I called the store, which is in Boulder, Colorado, and that was an interesting experience. So interesting that I'm making this video. So I called the store to ask, what additional information can we get, or just refund the money because we need the lens. It's a special lens. And the first time, his name is Ken, but he refused to give his name. And he just transferred us back to Brandon. And I said, please don't transfer us back to Brandon. And he did. So I called back, and Ken denied that he was the person I had already talked to. So he faked it. And then when I asked to speak with management, he got really aggressive. And he said, well, who do you think you are? What's your name and what's your title? And I thought, oh man, this is management? Ooh, that's bad. So he hung up on me. I tried calling back. I can look at my call log, but I tried calling back at least 5 times, and he avoided the call. A manager at Mike's Cameras in Boulder, Colorado, he avoided the call, letting it go to voicemail or declining it. He refused to answer, knowing that it was coming from my phone. So, of course, I call the headquarters, and I just start randomly going to other extensions. So here, a really bad situation. It's not going well. And I finally get a hold of Brian. And I believe you pronounce his last name as Rabin. Brian Rabin. Mike's Cameras, you're lucky you have Brian Rabin. He is responsible for, I believe it's corporate, government, and something else types of sales. So I explained to him that this was a personal purchase, but it was really on behalf of corporate. And quite frankly, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter if it was a corporate or a consumer purchase or government. The customer should have a right experience no matter what. So I explained the situation to Brian, and he says, oh boy, I've been with Mike's for 17 years. Some more conversation went in, and then he tells me, here's what I'm going to do. That this is not my normal area or what I do, but like a champ, there's customer service. There's your proper customer service. Not from Ken, at the store manager. Not from Brandon from online sales, but from Brian. And I don't know if it's maturity, maybe it's his 17 years of experience, or just doing what's right. So this is really a two-parter. I'm going to follow up with how Brian and Mike Dobson followed up with me. But here's how Brian closed it, and he nailed it. He nailed it. Oh my God, I wanted to high five him. So he said, as he told me, okay, here are the steps I'm going to follow through on. Here's when you should expect to hear back from Mike, blah, blah, blah. And then he gets down to just about hanging up, and he says, and this is so crucial, is there anything else I haven't covered yet that would make this call complete? Oh my God, that turned it all around. That means everything. Mike's cameras. Let's see what happens. Part 2 coming up. Everyone else, customer service means a lot. Never hang up on a client, on a consumer, on a customer. Way to go, Brian.